These days, you can't even go outside without seeing an android. They'll serve you hot dogs, walk your kids, or even give you a back massage. But what happens when they go rogue? What happens when androids break the law? What happens when they don't pay taxes? They call me. That's what happens. The name's Dalton. Dalton Hedge. Android Hunter.
You want to smoke?
Sorry, Becky. I'm only addicted to justice. What do you have for me?
Mark 6 android pushed an old lady down a flight of stairs and is now missing.
Consider it already dead.
Hold your horses, Dalton. We need to talk about something.
I know I seem like the perfect man, but you'd be unhappy with me, Becky.
It's about the hospital you burned down.
Oh.
Shockingly, I have to tell you not to do stuff like that.
Well, maybe they shouldn't have all those oxygen tanks everywhere. Bit of a safety hazard.
I know you hate androids, and I'm sorry for what happened with your wife. But you're at an 11, and I need you to come down to a 3.
Well, Becky, you're an 11, and I like you right where you're at.
The android left a note behind. Maybe it will offer some clues. Look into it, and don't burn down any hospitals.
Well, how else am I supposed to get your attention?
Well, right now you're just getting HR's attention, so you might want to leave.
Right.
And lay off the alcohol. You smell like a bar.
Ah, yes. Alcohol. My first love. My true partner. Sadly, a night with the bottle didn't reveal anything about the note. Whatever language it was in, I didn't speak it. But the answer had to be there. Where did that pathetic hunk of metal run? Why did he kill the old woman? I looked at the crime scene photos for hours. I fell asleep on the snap of a bloody acorn stairlift. Then I was up bright and early at noon to meet with an expert about the note.
Dalton, is this a joke?
Why are you asking me? You're the expert.
Well, you said you wanted me to translate something. This is in English.
So, some kind of code?
Shakespeare.
It's a joke about Shakespeare?
It's just plain Shakespeare, Dalton. Didn't you graduate high school?
The life of crime fighting called me early.
This above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow as the night the day. Thou canst not then be false to any man. It's from Hamlet.
Aha! I don't get it.
It means what it says. It sounds like your android has experienced quite the epiphany.
But could it tell us where he's gone?
The 2026 Shakespeare Festival is in town. You could start there.
To be or not to be, eh?
Yeah, sure. Hey, Dalton, can I ask you a personal question?
Et tu, brute?
Are you doing all right? I had no idea about what happened to your wife. I heard about it, and I used to suggest about your hatred for androids, but I didn't know one of them killed her.
Killed her? Who told you that?
I don't remember.
No, she left me. She ran off with an android. I just came home one day and I thought the dryer was going, but it was coming from the bedroom.
Forget I said anything. Please.
I had to move out because I kept finding bolts in the carpet.
Okay, Dalton. Great talk. I have a ton of work to do.
I know it's horrible. I don't like talking about my past, but if you have a few hours...
Incredibly busy. The code for the door is Beowulf with a capital B, so feel free to let yourself out.
Right. Huh, fun code.
2026 Shakespeare Festival. Give it a go. Beowulf, capital B.
Shakespeare sure had his way with tragedies. And there I was, picking up the pieces of a different kind of tragedy. But it wasn't before a king or a throne. It was before an acorn stairlift. I needed answers, so I had the idea to check the Shakespeare Festival and see if I could get some stage directions to the android's whereabouts.
Okay, we need that over there. Thanks, girls.
Looks like you're the person I need to talk to. Are you Bertha?
Who are you?
Dalton Hedge, Android Hunter.
Okay. You can walk with me, I guess.
You seen any androids lately? Maybe a Mark 6 who loves confusing stage poetry?
People bring their androids to shows all the time. Peter, that looks great.
See any androids by themselves? Ah!
Jamie, that zombie makeup is fantastic. Sorry, we're really exploring the modern twists on Shakespeare. Right now, this is all for A Midsummer Night's Zombie Apocalypse.
Well, have you seen any androids come here alone?
Yeah.
When?
He comes in for every showing and sits in the back. I only know because security has asked him multiple times not to recite lines aloud along with the plays. He didn't seem interested in our zombie projects, though, which is kind of insulting.
When's your next normal Shakespeare play?
We just switched to a more modern schedule. Classic performances won't start again until next year.
Well, can you go back?
The zombies are a way of speaking out, officer. These zombies are our voice and our footprint on modern art.
And you can go back to Romeo and Juliet Strike Back when I get my android. Is it really that hard to change production at the last second?
Well, I know a better way to get him. I know where he works.
Where he works? Androids can't have jobs. They're an insurance nightmare.
Yeah, I've seen him at the McHermanos across the street. He's just working there like anyone else.
Shakespeare? A job? The only thing juicier than a McHermanos chicken tender was the story behind this lunatic of an android. So I walked across the street. The smell of grease was thick enough to see, and I was ready to grease the employees for the truth.
Welcome to McHermanos, where our hearts and chicken are tender. What can I get you?
I'll take a number 2 and a hefty side of answers.
What?
Any androids work here?
My manager says to tell anyone who asks that, no.
Well, what about law enforcement? Dalton Hedge, android hunter.
Are you talking about Mick?
Mick?
Yeah, it's short for Macbeth, I think. Or it's just Mac.
Oi, you can't say that name out loud. Not at the theatre across the road. I think you meant the Scottish play.
Okay, where is Mac?
And could you hurry up? My break's over soon.
I just want the android.
Have you ever thought about how they came up with the short versions of names? Or like how ones like Jacob got their spelling when they're shortened?
Where is the android?
Or how some names really don't have short versions, like what's the nickname for Dalton?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Exactly. See?
This wouldn't be a ploy to distract me while Mac runs off, is it?
Yeah, it is.
He wouldn't be going out the back, would he?
Yeah, he is.
Right. Everybody out of my way. Androids only run if they're guilty. They always think the stage is bigger than it is. Soon, though, I meet him at the stairs, and people at the gym make fun of me for my extreme cardio. It's so I can run faster than crime. My breathing was perfect, like a radiant, cardio-enhanced seagull. He was fast, but not fast enough. I lost sight of him for a bit, but cornered him on a rooftop. It started to rain, but that didn't stop me. He had given up. He was just sitting on the edge, looking down at his hands. He still had his apron on. Freeze! Don't move!
I am motionless.
Don't try anything. I don't know why I sat down with him. Sure, I was out of breath, but that wasn't it. I think I was a different kind of tired, and so was he.
Are you going to terminate me?
It's my job.
This is acceptable. I dislike flipping burgers.
Murdering androids can't be left on the street. I'm here to shut you down, buddy.
I did not want her to be hurt. I tried to help her.
What are you talking about?
She would listen to my poetry. I was reciting a piece, and she forgot to buckle herself into her stair lift. Now I have no one to listen. Well, are you going to complete your programming?
In a minute.
Then I would very much like to verbalize my most recent piece, even if just the pigeons listen.
Go ahead. I got time.
The floor is cold as metal. The rail leads to your body. I miss your circuits. The whir of your words. I wish I could fix you. Pop the dent out of your head. Perhaps you have warranty information. Is there a number I can call? Can I take you to the shop? What wrench fits humans? I have no manual for you. Who else will entitle me dear? But now I know your parts are different, and you cannot repair a burger.
It's hard to lose a loved one. I know how you feel. I lost my wife.
Really? Tell me more.
Well, it all started one day when I came home and thought the dryer was going. I didn't kill him. I didn't see all the cards until then. There was a rook hiding in the corner the whole time. I was all in on a bad hand. By the time the curtains closed that night, I forgot the weight of the badge in my pocket. There was no dramatic encore or applause. Just the rain and the android who smelled like chicken tenders.